there, this is Tammy with Tammy's Stamping Therapy. Welcome back to my channel. I am coming on to show the projects I made for our Secret Santa swap here on YouTube that's hosted by Carrie Martin of Carrie's Craft Emporium. My secret Santa person for me to give gifts to was Brenda's Creations. And I'm filming this video before I send the package, but I'm not going to post it until after she's seen it. So she said that she was okay with pastel or traditional Christmas, and I had this Stamperia pink Christmas paper that I really wanted to use. All I have left is this page and a handful of cut aparts, but I used all the rest of it. So I can't show you the paper pack, but it was so much fun, and you're going to see it in the projects. So I made her several things. The first thing is I have been wanting to make, excuse me, an altered embroidery hoop. And so let me show you what I did. Here's my hoop. It is, I don't know how big it is, 10.5 inches maybe? I don't know if you measure the inside or the outside. Anyway, it's a pretty good size hoop. And here's some of the pretty papers. This paper, this was one of the cut aparts. And then this paper, and this is a shaker. I did this with tulle, and I learned this from Heather's Handmade Haven, watching her. I watched her tutorial on her Halloween altered hoop. And then I have these flowers are Prima, and I had trims and these beads that were in my stash. This is Stampin' Up! Ribbon. And then this was in my stash also. Please excuse my nails, they really need to be done. And I've been painting and doing other stuff. I don't have time to do them right now. But I really liked this candle and this little bird for the focal point, and then I added these flowers. This is a pocket, so I will be sticking some things in there when I send it to her. So that is my altered hoop. Let's see. Another thing, I'll go in the order I did it. First I made the altered hoop, and then I made this fun mini album. This is a 6x6 album. And it's using these Prima flowers, and I don't remember what these little embroidered flowers are, but so let me walk through and show this to you. This, you're getting an idea of what the paper is like. This opens this way. This is the inside cover, but it also opens this way. So there's lots of room for pictures, and she could put paper in here for journaling. And this is some fun trim that's from Hobby Lobby. It's, yeah, it doesn't have a name. It's just some sort of merchant trim. So I use that throughout. And then, so I have 3 signatures in here. And it's 2.5 inches thick. This is the next page. And I use magnets throughout also. So there's a magnet here. And these are parts of the papers. I love these. I love this wood plank paper. Unfortunately, I only had 1 pack of the paper, so I was limited as to what I could do. I have no scraps left, and you'll see why when I get to my last projects, but if I'd had 2 packs of the paper, I could have done more. But this also allowed me to use, like this was part of one of the 12x12 sheets of paper, and the opposite side of the paper was one of the pretty patterns, so I had fun with this. There were 6x6 cut aparts too, and that's what that is. And this is a pull out. It's just plain on both sides, so it's for journaling or photos or whatever. And this is the back side. This is just a pocket, and then I put some of the cut aparts, the leftover cut aparts in there. These are 3.5 inch square. Page 2 goes like this, and then like this, And any of these can be covered for journaling or pictures. So you could put picture on there, or you could put paper and do a journaling card. As I said, I didn't have enough of the plain paper, but I really like the way this looks. I mean, I think it's just pretty to look at. This is the back side of this middle page, and it's a pocket. And in the pocket, I have these 4 tags that were cut aparts. And then I have this card. This was my favorite, I think. That can be for photos and or journaling. This is the last page. I did this on accident. This is one of the cut aparts, and this is from the chipboard stickers that I have. Did not mean to put the 2 trees together, but I didn't realize till I glued this down that was there. This comes down, and this goes up, and they're just designer paper, pattern paper. I really like this deer. Again, with a magnet. In the back, I made a waterfall. I don't know what this is called. Is it like a waterfall slider? Something like that. So you pull this down. I thought that was a lot of fun. Although I had to cover some fun stuff, but I made sure you could still see the Merry Christmas there. And then this is inside the back cover, Prima Flower. This is one of the chipboard stickers. And there's hot glue hanging out everywhere. So this one goes up, and this one goes down. And that is it for the album. I absolutely love this album. I think it's so beautiful. I would like to have it just for decoration, and I wouldn't necessarily even put pictures in it. So between those 2 projects, they used almost all the paper. But the next thing I wanted to make was some hidden paper clips. So this is a tin. This is from Tailored Expressions. Stampin' Up! Sells these also. The Stampin' Up! One is a little bit bigger in size. You can see. But this was my last Stampin' Up! One, and I didn't want to use the one with these guys on it. So that's what I did on the front. This was a cut apart, another Prima Flower. And then I'll show you the paper clips that I made. So there's one. There's one. Here's one, and there's one. And the way they work, I need to find a piece of paper. The way they work is you can't see the paper clip, but it's inside there, and you just slide it tight. I have one of these in my planner, and I really like the way they work. So that's the hidden paper clips in the tin. Let's see if I have this. I love making these. They're so much fun to make, and they're such neat gifts. So that's that one. And then I still had some scraps. So this is the Stampin' Up! Mini Paper Pumpkin Box. And I didn't have very many scraps, so I couldn't go as big as I wanted on here. This was the biggest scrap that I had. And I did these cards. These mini paper pumpkin boxes are cool because they're food safe. They're shiny on the inside and they're food safe. So there's the first card. And on the inside I just did a little bit of paper. Here's the second card. A little bit of paper on the inside. Number 3. These were cut aparts, little stamp shaped cut aparts, and I thicked them up by putting them on thick Whisper White cardstock. All of these I layered on thick Whisper White cardstock before I popped them up with dimensionals. Little scraps. And then on each of the envelopes I did this on the front, and on the back I took the cut aparts and used those. So there's 5 note cards and envelopes that fit in this box. And let's see. So the last thing that I did was a Hershey Nugget sleeve. I had, again, just scraps of paper left, and For these, you need 1 inch by 3 inches. I would have liked to put some pink in there, but there wasn't any pink paper left. So I used the patterns that I had on here. And then one of the cut aparts on here, and Baker's Twine bow. This is Rococo Rose cardstock. I don't have any more paper to put on the back of there, but you don't need it. And so I have some other I have another goodie or two that I'll be stuffing in her altered hoop. But these were my projects that I made for my Secret Santa swap. I had so much fun making these. I made both of these on Thanksgiving Day, this book and this, and it was just so much fun to make. 3 kinds of glue in here. I've got hot glue, I've got Fabri-Tac, and I've got liquid white glue. So that was interesting to put together. And on the back is crumb cake cardstock. I just love this color combination. I would have never said I was a pastel Christmas person before, but this is beautiful. I absolutely love this paper, and it was so much fun to work with. So that's it for my Secret Santa swap, and I think that's it for this video. So thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.